Another bright and sunny day here in the desert, Phoenix, Arizona. Thankfully, we're inside today. Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. I'm Brian Anderson. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill, Allie LaForce is our reporter. All right, a moment to check out some numbers for Jaylen Brunson.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Before we get started, we've got just enough time to head over to the sideline. Allie?
Thanks a lot, BA. Well, the veteran savvy of Chris Paul has helped transform the Suns into a contender. Teammate Devin Booker said, on the floor, he knows what's going on before it even happens. With him, the game is never out of reach. Guys?
A long wait in the valley for winning basketball. It's back. Good stuff, Allen. And tonight, 2 of the more methodical offenses in the league, Grant. With so many teams going fast, what makes teams go slow?
Well, it could be a number of things. You have lumbering big men and efficient half-court offense. Also, if you have a lockdown defense, then you can sometimes use that to control pace to tighten their clamps.
So here's Dallas's starting group. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then it's Tim Hardaway. And it's Brunson in at the point. And for Phoenix, Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Paul. He really had an off game against the Mavericks. Ayton against Doncic. It's Ayton with the drive. Up and over Doncic. And Ayton gets it to go.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Here's Booker. Pass to Bridges. To the middle. Shot from 12. And Porzingis with the block. Powell right side. Outside Hardaway. Now here's Porzingis. Here's Doncic. Booker defending. Shot clock at 6. Here's Brunson. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Doncic taking pride in setting the table for his teammates. I love his unselfishness.
Brunson against Paul. Outside Booker. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And Doncic puts up a deep 3. And Ayton pulls it down. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 from the floor. Booker against Doncic. Booker attacking. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
A versatile scorer. At 6'5", Booker has enough size to make plays in the painted area.
Now here's Doncic. Really played well against Phoenix in his last game. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul of the game. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Suns on D. Now Doncic. He's a tough guy to check, averaging almost 28 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Brunson. That shot is off. And Phoenix the other way now. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
They had a tough time beyond the arc. A lot of their possessions ended in missed threes.
And, you know, that's a big part of how they attack and win, getting it going from the three-point line. But at the end of the day, it didn't happen.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Some people don't give Chris Paul enough credit for his outstanding shooting, but he can knock it down. You can't give him any room.
Brunson with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Well, Grant, Chris Paul just gets more and more reliable as a shooter, even after all these years in the league.
Yeah, I mean, he's always been smart with his shots, but he has great efficiency for a guard, and he could easily put up bigger scoring numbers, but that's not his focus.
Wow, it's good.
He does a nice job keeping the ball high inside when his shot is being challenged, and for that, you've got to give Powell credit.
From 12 feet, and Porzingis with the block. Ooh, poked away. Stolen by Booker. Fast break, here we go. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Hey, with that length, Porzingis is always a threat to block shots. I mean, when he matches that length with really good energy and awareness, he can be a good defender.
Here's Booker.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of a slump.
Lays out. Paul with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. 3 on the clock. Booker fires from way outside.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Doncic against Booker. Doncic passes to Brunson. Back to Doncic. Pass to Brunson. To the paint. Clock at 6. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up. An opportunity at a three-point play.
You know, playing for the Knicks, Porzingis did a lot of initiating in the post. His shot diet has changed since the injury. He's much more spot up and catch and finish now.
You know, for a max contract player to accept a change in play style as KP has, Clark, it's not always easy.
No, it really isn't, BA, and I think it's a credit to how much he puts the team first. I mean, he's willing to sacrifice and adjust his game for the greater good, and he's very effective in his role. That always helps, too.
Outside Brunson. Pass to Hardaway. And here's Doncic. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. Brunson against Paul. It's Booker on the wing. Down low. Here's Bridges. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Brunson passes to Porzingis. And here's Doncic. Inside. Crowder with a steal. Pass to Paul. Up top, Booker. Back to Paul. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Powell. Here's Ayton. Another shot. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. New season means new opportunity for young players. grant a chance for them to establish themselves in a pecking order.
You know, BA, teams always hope that a young player steps into a bigger role. This part of the year is rife with playing time to be claimed.
McGee, he's checked in for Crowder. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Got a piece of it. Paul with a steal. It's a one-on-one situation. Over Brunson. That one off the back iron and out. The Mavericks trailing. Doncic passes to Brunson. Pass to Bullock. Shot from 16. Nice shot by Finney-Smith.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Here's Bridges. Stolen. Here's Bullock. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Phoenix. Here's Finney-Smith. Oh, rejected by Ayton. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched it last. Some changes for Phoenix. Saric checks in for Ayton. And Payne is subbed in for Chris Paul. And Dallas with a change here too. Burks checked in. Doncic against Booker. 5 on the clock. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And the Suns pushing it up now. And the call will be against Dario Saric. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
The Suns making a switch here. Shamit's checked in. Doncic, good.
You know, the moment Luka gets loose now, his shot is off. Great quick release for the big guy.
Payne with it. A key piece to their offense, putting up 12 points a game. Pass to Shamit. Here's McGee. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale McGee, and doing a nice job working on the glass there.
Here's Burke. Here's Bullock. Puts up a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And here's Payne. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Burke on the wing. Doncic outside. With the drive. And Doncic hammers it home.
Big time flush by Doncic. Man, this young fella really has a lot of game.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Payne on the bounce. Finney-Smith pulls it in. And Dallas with possession. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Doncic. Again, Dallas.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Now here's Payne from 10 feet away. That one a little long. Here's Burke, defended by Payne. And the layup is good. And now a 9-point Maverick lead.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Here's Payne. Pass to Shamit. Up and over Doncic. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
You can't help but look toward their defense. And they're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Phoenix calls timeout.
And one thing that talent evaluators wondered about with Doncic coming in, was he quick enough to play point guard? And in case you're wondering how that worked out, the answer is yes, in bold capital letters.
And the Suns making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And Phoenix has possession. They trail by 11. Here's Shamet. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Payne. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Oh, they get a hand on it. That one no good. Saric with some nice D. And here's Payne. Cauley-Stein defending. It's Shamet on the wing. Outside Payne. The Suns need to get off a shot. McGee for 3. Doesn't go for him. And it's Dallas the other way. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Here's Shamet following the score by Dallas. Pass to Saric. Over Finney-Smith. Shots good by Saric.
Saric is deceptively strong. This guy's got good strength, and he doesn't mind being physical, can absorb the contact and find a way to finish.
Here's Dallas now. They're on a 17-6 run. Johnson against Doncic. Fires for 3. The Suns clear it. Home court didn't seem to help last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Lays it up and banks it in. Doncic has got 8 points.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Now here's Payne. Here's Shamet. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for the Mavericks. He had solid production this quarter with scoring and rebounding. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And he's always been a coach on the floor. Chris Paul is a communicator.
With anything, whether it's business, work, relationships, whatever, it's communication. And I think that's something that we're doing an amazing job of right now. And that's communicating, talking through things, and making sure, even when it gets tough, that we continue to communicate.
And CP3 never shy, Grant.
Never shy indeed. Always holding himself and his teammates accountable.
Out of bounds. Phoenix ball.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And quite a position here for the Mavericks to be in. What do you think, guys?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
On the court right now for the Mavericks, Reggie Bullock is out there with Trey Burke. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's cauley-stein in at the 4. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Deandre Ayton being the #1 pick in 2018, his potential is obvious. With his team on the rise, he's looking to impose his will on a nightly basis. Ayton said, quote, "I know how hard I work and what kind of a player I am. I'm trying to take over every possession, being more dominant every game."
Oh, scary thought, Allie. Thanks. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Mavericks.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They also haven't been afraid to take it strong to the hoop early on tonight. I like that.
Deandre Ayton, he's checked in for the Suns. Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Hardaway comes in for Finney-Smith. And that one misses. Well, Grant, your dad played pro football. You think that players who grew up around pro sports have an advantage?
Yes, B.A. Obviously, being around a professional athlete, understanding the dedication, the sacrifice, the work that goes into it, really, I think, helped me at an early age as I was developing in a different sport.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Brunson's checked in. And Ayton with the stuff.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Drains the triple.
Boy, you cannot let Hardaway Jr. get going like this, guys. I mean, once he's in that rhythm and flow, it's bad news for the defense.
Here's Shamet. Looking for his first basket, still in this one.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And just as he showed in college, Landry Shamet has a very high basketball IQ.
He does, and he makes great decisions with the ball. I mean, he takes care of the ball so well. He always plays under control and commands the offense exceptionally well.
And he drops the first. Paul, he's checked in for Payne. And that's good as he hits both shots.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Brunson passes to Hardaway. Back to Brunson. Outside Porzingis. Off the mark there with a 3. The Suns have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second.
They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for the Suns.
On the floor for your Suns, Devin Booker.
Up top, Johnson. Powell covers. Pass to Booker. To the inside. Ayton finds Crowder. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Booker. And he sinks the 11-footer. Booker's gotten his second bucket.
If there's one guy in the league who's never going to give up on the mid-range shot, it's Booker. If the D gives it to him, he'll take it.
For 3, Hardaway. And they'll get another chance. Second shot opportunity. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson.
The length and mobility of Powell is really impressive. He's a solid big guy who I think continues just to get better at both ends.
No good on the free throw. And no luck that time either. The Suns trailing. Crowder outside. Booker finds Ayton. Now Paul. Pass to Johnson. Over Hardaway. Offensive rebound. Ayton. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Ayton hits them both. Here's Brunson, coming off a 16-point game against Phoenix.
He didn't make it all about himself. His passing was sharp, and he kept everyone involved.
Here's Burke. Powell, left side. Brunson against Paul. Brunson passes to Hardaway. Knocks down the triple. Hardaway's got 6 points.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Brunson against Paul. Pass to Ayton. Over Porzingis. And there's Ayton on the assist from Paul. 11 points in the game.
What fun would it be to play with a guy like CP3? I mean, if you get open, he's finding you, and his leadership skills are unquestioned. That guy would be a joy to play with.
Now here's Brunson. An aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. Hardaway, the pass to Powell. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Crowder. Pass to Ayton. And the Suns pushing it up now. From 13, Paul shot is off. The Mavericks leading. Porzingis passes to Brunson. Outside Hardaway. Outside Brunson. Now here's Porzingis. Right side Hardaway. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Paul. Back to Crowder. The 3. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Just an absolute force on the glass. He was not going to be denied.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Brunson. Here's Burke. He's guarded by Paul. Here's Burke. And here's Brunson from the arc. Connects from downtown. Brunson's got 7 points in the game.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Here's Booker. And it's Brunson with the rebound.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Hardaway finds Brunson. To the left wing. Porzingis against Ayton. The fader. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, you know, coming off knee surgery last season, Porzingis got off to a slow start, literally. I mean, he struggled to move his feet defensively, and even offensively he struggled. It takes a lot of time to get back to full strength when you're coming off that much missed time and that kind of injury.
And the first one at the line is good. Clark, it was rumored that the Mavericks explored the market for Porzingis last season.
Well, we know how good he can be when he's healthy, B.A. The question has been, can he stay healthy? That's been a challenge for him thus far, and that may have led to some of those rumors you heard.
Bridges, he's checked in for Johnson. And Dallas with a change here, too. Doncic is checked in for Burke. Both free throws good from Porzingis.
I love it. In attack mode. Drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
And there's Ayton on the assist from Crowder. 15 points in the game.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Ball against Brunson. Pass to Powell. He's off on that one. And Phoenix will come the other way. Here's Bridges. And the layup is good off the glass.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Doncic against Booker. Powell passes to Brunson. Baseline jumper. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
That shot wide open. Brunson's got 9.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Brunson against Paul. Bridges outside. On the wing, Crowder. Outside Paul. 4-3. Hits the three-pointer.
I think that's the best way for Paul to open up the passing lanes, expand it, keep knocking down those deep ones, and the defense will have to pick its poison.
Now here's Doncic. Give him 8 points now. 14 feet away. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Paul against Brunson. For 3, Bridges. And the Suns get it back. Here's Ayton. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. And Dallas calls time here.
They just committed too many fouls. While you don't want to give up easy looks, you also don't want to give away points. It's been a non-stop parade to the free throw line.
Who wants the t-shirt? Make some noise!
Phoenix making some changes. McGee, he's checked in for Ayton. Saric comes in for Crowder. And Payne is subbed in for Paul. Doncic against Booker. Doncic passes to Brunson. To the paint. From the left block. Cauley-Stein gets the bucket. Cauley-Stein's gotten his first basket of the night.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Brunson against Payne. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's cauley-stein. Poked loose. Pass to Doncic. Outside Finney-Smith. 6 to shoot. Back to Doncic. From the arc. And the Mavericks, another 3.
You know, what makes Luka so special and lethal is that he has the ability and the knack for taking over games at the most opportune time.
Now here's Bridges. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas. Booker against Doncic. Booker, the pass to McGee. Booker with it. Takes the 3. The shot misses.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
Now Payne. He's got 6. And there's Booker. That one's good. On the assist by Payne. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Phoenix Suns are enjoying a renaissance. Big man Deandre Ayton said, quote, from starters to the bench players, this team is well balanced, and we compete. We challenge each other every day. To be honest, it's the best team I've ever been on throughout my career. Guys, they are confident.
That they are, Allie. Thanks. And it's Doncic missing. Phoenix has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Shoots from 14. Doncic pulls down the board. Doncic has got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Finney-Smith. Count it. Finney-Smith's got his second basket of the night.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Now here's Payne. Shoots over cauley-stein. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Finney-Smith with it. Picked up by Saric. It's stolen by Saric. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the first half. And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
The Suns making a switch here. Shamit's checked in.
1 shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Free throw's good. McGee.
Well, you look at McGee and the career resurgence he's undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean, when he's been in the right situation, he's been very effective.
Now here's Doncic. 13 points in the game. Pass to cauley-stein. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Brunson up top. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. They'll try to make it a 3-point play.
3rd team foul. At the line for the Mavericks, Jaylen Brunson, shooting 1.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Mavericks ahead. They're up by 5. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with Monty Williams, and Coach, certainly some areas to correct moving forward. What have you seen so far?
had a few breakdowns on defense. We got to recognize personnel. We've given up a few open shots to guys we've talked about. We'll be better as we go forward. We got to get out and run, but our defense will help us run more.
It all starts on D. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Deandre Ayton.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half. And here's Brunson from the arc. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 9 rebounds now. Crowder outside. Driving inside. Uses the glass on the layup. Crowder's got his second basket of the game.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now here's Hardaway. Here's Porzingis. Oh, and he nails it from the high post. Porzingis has got 7 points in the game.
Looking smooth with that mid-range J. Kristaps Porzingis, not just a three-point bomber. He's got mid-range game, too.
Booker, soft touch off the glass. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And while it can hurt you from outside, Devin Booker has a very rounded game with his shot.
Yeah, last few years, Booker has taken more mid-range jumpers. He feels comfortable pulling up from anywhere in the half court. I mean, he's learning to take whatever the defense gives him.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hardaway, no good.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Paul, shot is off. Dallas has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Hardaway finds Powell. Kicks it to Doncic. Clock at 6. And Doncic hammers it home.
Doncic doing a nice job showing you some sneaky explosion and athleticism on that throwdown.
Booker with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Here's Ayton. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 3 assists tonight.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Doncic passes to Brunson. Pulls it. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Tipped away. Powell with a steal. To the middle. Here's Doncic. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. Doncic has got 17.
Nice recognition there by Porzingis. He's getting better and better as a passer.
Booker goes in. That's bucket number 5. He's 5 for 12 now.
Wow, what a clever pass that time by Chris Paul.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Doncic against Booker. Now here's Doncic. He's closely guarded. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Pass to Ayton. Back to Paul. And here's Booker. Ayton with it. It's Bridges on the wing. And the shot goes down. Bridges has gotten his 3rd basket of the night. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Doncic passes to Powell. Here's Brunson. Gets it. He's 6 for 10
Timeout.
and looking confident out there.
Any possession that ends with him finishing at the rim is ideal.
Suns timeout.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Despite being the consensus college player of the year back in 2018, Jaylen Brunson wasn't drafted until the second round. No surprise he's made himself into a quality NBA player, though. Great IQ and hard work has paid off.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your Suns dancers. Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns dancer.
Johnson, he's checked in for Crowder. Burt's checked in for the Mavericks. For Phoenix, they've got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. And 2 national titles at Villanova for Jaylen Brunson. Clark, why do you think he slipped to the second round?
Well, it's hard to say, B.A. You know, the draft is more art than science, and guys slip for whatever reason. But if you're a pro and you get into a situation where you can prove how good you are, then you'll hang around in the league. Great college players may not have star potential, but he's truly a long-time NBA pro.
The Mavericks leading. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Doncic. Now Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Here's the floater. And that's 2 points on the layup. Doncic has got 8 points in the quarter.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Here's Ayton. He blocks it again. And that's 9 blocks.
And you know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th one, too. The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit one from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Inside. Yes! And the foul! Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
Oh, their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking quite a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Burke. Ooh, Ayton with the block. And they'll keep possession. Shot clock at 5. Here's Doncic. Gets to the corner and hits it. Doncic has got 10 points in just the second half.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Down low. Powell with a steal. Doncic with it. 23 points in the game. Porzingis finds Doncic. To the inside. Here's Powell. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, Powell showing you right there that he can play through contact. Very physical and good concentration, too, to get that up and down.
Now here's Booker. 11 points in the game. Powell with a steal. Outside Hardaway. Uneasy, too, on the layup. And now an 8-point Dallas lead.
Hardaway Jr. proving he can get it done even under pressure. Excellent confidence.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
And the Suns will go for a different look here. McGee, he's checked in for Ayton. Saric comes in for Johnson. Shamet, he's checked in for Bridges. And Payne is subbed in for Paul. Here's Shamet, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. The three. Cauley-Stein with the rebound. Dallas has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And here's Payne. He has 6. Pass to McGee. Here's Shamet. Back to McGee. Oh, he picked him clean. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Doncic with it. Back to Burke. The three is up. Knocked loose. And they get it back. It's Bullock on the wing. Covered by McGee. 6 on the shot clock. Goes back up. And it's Burke missing. For Phoenix, they've gotten 7 of their first 11 attempts to go in this half.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Brunson is checked in for Burke. Doncic against Booker. Outside Payne. Shot clock at 6. Oh, they need this. Drops in the 3. Payne's got 9 points.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Doncic against Saric. Pass to Finney-Smith. And Cameron Payne is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Payne against Brunson. Inside. Pass to Bullock. Just 4 to shoot. Now Doncic. From downtown. Gets the 3 to fall. Doncic has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
And here is McGee. Back to Payne. Here he goes. Good D by Finney-Smith. Dallas has gone only 1 of 4 from three-point land in the third quarter. Here's Bullock. Up and in on the layup. And now a 10-point Maverick lead.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Dallas has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Doncic outside. Shoots over Booker. Again, Dallas. And Phoenix shooting the ball at 48% so far.
You know, for all his skill, and he's got plenty of it, one thing that people don't realize about Doncic is just how strong he is. And he's still uber young. With time, his frame will only get more imposing, and that's bad news for the rest of the league.
And Jaylen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Crowder, he's checked in for the Suns.
Now into the lineup for your Suns, Jay Crowder.
Payne against Brunson. To the middle.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
McGee in the post. And he banks in the layup. McGee's got his third bucket of the night. And at 6'7", 230 pounds, Luka Doncic has the physical tools to attack the paint.
And because he's got that body and those skills, he doesn't shy away from contact, BA. If anything, he knows exactly how to use that size and strength to his advantage.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 14 to the paint. Just 5 on the clock. Doncic with the bucket.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Cauley-Stein against McGee. Pass to Shaman. Takes it inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Brunson against Payne. Brunson misses.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Crowder, the pass to Payne. McGee with it. He's marked by Finney-Smith. McGee's shot is off. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Bullock. 7 points in the game. Doncic outside. Brunson finds Doncic.
Landry Shaman.
And the Suns making a change here.
Third team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Suns, Mikal Bridges.
There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Brunson. Dallas no good that time either. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. The Mavericks on top, up 10. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Reggie Bullock. Then there's Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Jaylen Brunson. And it's Doncic in at the 2. Dallas has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Outside Brunson. Now here's Doncic. 6 to shoot. Kept alive. Cauley-Stein.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Here's Payne. And down it goes. 2 points.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Brunson against Payne. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Well, Phoenix is shooting about 47%. A nice number. Phoenix calls timeout. And I'm sure the players will be staying hydrated with some Gatorade during this timeout. It's so important that they maximize their ability to recharge during a short break like this.
Craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's see it, fans.
Deandre Ayton, he's checked in for the Suns. Ball comes in for Shamet. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. He did everything he could to fire the team up, saying, quote, "I don't care how far down we are. We can do this. Attack and take what's ours. Let's go out there and show them it's not over."
Allie, thank you. Now here's Brunson. Left side, Porzingis. Over Ayton. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Here's Payne. Pass to Bridges. Jacks up a three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Good. And he's hit 8 of 14 now. A solid offensive performance.
Taking it right at the rack. I mean, that defense is looking real frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
Now here's Payne. Out to Bridges from behind the arc. Suns keep it alive.
Hard work on the glass gives them back the ball, and they get to milk a little clock here.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
And here are the Suns now. It's stolen. Porzingis with it, and it's Payne picking him up. That's tipped. To the inside. No luck on that one. Some solid defense from Brunson. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Over to the wing. Here's Porzingis. The rebound by Bridges. Phoenix has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Here's a three from Paul. Suns keep it alive.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Porzingis. The three-pointer off the mark. Payne against Powell. Looking to get back on track. Here's Ayton. It goes. He's 10 for 13. So much confidence.
This guy has been wreaking havoc out there the last couple games.
Well, he's done it again right there on the offensive glass. I mean, it's a great stretch that he's having here, and boy, I really admire his energy.
Here's Bullock. Powell finds Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bullock, covered by Crowder. In transition, here come the Suns. And Crowder with the jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And Dallas calls time here. Well, back in 2017, the league adjusted the odds to the lottery. How do you like the change?
I really love it. I mean, instead of drawing the top 3, it's now the top 4, adding to the randomness and giving another team a chance to be in that mix for the top pick. And evening out the odds has produced some shockers, too. New Orleans getting Zion was one of them.
The Suns making a switch here. Booker's checked in.
Devin Booker.
The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Brunson passes to Porzingis. Here's Bullock. Outside Hardaway. 5 to shoot. Hardaway against Bridges. Drives to the hoop. And it's Bridges with the jam.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Now here's Brunson. Outside Paul. Here's Booker. Great D that time from Porzingis. The Mavericks leading. To the middle. The kick out to Brunson. Five on the clock. To win the drought. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Ayton. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
Personal foul.
And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Suns.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
It also seems like they're taking a lot of pride in their rebounding tonight, especially offensively.
That's good from Ayton. Ayton hits them both. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Brunson passes to Hardaway. Shoots over Bridges. Dallas again missing. And it's Phoenix's ball. It's been 10 straight unanswered. Outside Paul. Inside. Here's Ayton. Oh, and a dunk by Ayton.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Brunson with it. Now guarded by Crowder. Brunson passes to Hardaway. Deflected! And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Mavericks making a change here. Doncic checked in. Now Paul. Tries to break his ice. And out of bounds. The Mavericks will take it.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
Here's Doncic. Beyond the arc. He buries it from 3. Doncic has got 33 points.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
They've still got work to do, but it's impressive how they've battled back.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
Now here's Powell. Pass to Porzingis. Shoots over Ayton. Falls back and drains a fadeaway J. Porzingis has got 4 points this quarter.
You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I mean, with this combination of size and touch, he's a real threat from mid-range.
For 3, Bridges. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
The defense had him confused early on, but he's responded in the second half with some assertive play.
Outside Hardaway. Doncic against Booker. Doncic passes to Brunson. And he converts the layup. Brunson's got 20 points.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Pass to Ayton. Can't get it to drop, and it's Dallas the other way. For three. Hardaway. And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got 4 rebounds now.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Down low. Crowder with a steal. Ball against Hardaway. And Booker with the jam.
Boy, the incredible court vision of Paul. He gets the ball to his guys where they can do something with.
Dallas has gotten just 1 of their 4 threes to go here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Powell. Now Hardaway. He's guarded by Bridges. And it's rejected. Inside. Deflects the pass. Here's Crowder. Here's Ayton. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time. And now just a 2-point Dallas lead.
Oh, he'll wear you down with the way he grinds it out on the offensive glass.
Brunson passes to Doncic. Back to Brunson. Doncic outside. Back to Brunson. Shot clock at 5. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Brunson. Bullock, he's checked in for the Mavericks. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Suns trailing. Booker with it. Pass to Ayton. And stolen by Porzingis. Here's Bullock. Back to Doncic. Here's Bullock. Powell passes to Doncic. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Tell you what, guys, that's not an easy finish, but somehow Doncic makes it look rather effortless.
Luka Doncic at the line for 1.
That's good from Doncic.
As a teenager, yeah, I said as a teenager, Doncic recorded 4 triple-doubles during his rookie season. Before Luka's 4, there had just been 1 triple-double by a teenager in the history of the league. That's special.
And the ball out of play. The Mavericks will have it. McGee, he's checked in for Deandre Ayton. Timeout called. The Mavericks. They're on top by 7. 1:41 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Jaylen Brunson.
Yeah, and what a game. Now, I'm not taking anything away from him, but I was actually surprised the defense wasn't able to do more, particularly early. By the time they figured it out, it was too late. He really got in a rhythm and got rolling and never took his foot off the accelerator.
This guy loves playing the role of the villain. It's what motivates him to play well on the road, I think. And he did just that tonight, channeling that energy in a positive way, getting a huge victory away from home. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Doncic has got 39.
Well, you better get out there on this guy. Doncic is prime time for real from that three-point line.
1:25 left in the fourth. Powell against Crowder. Outside Paul. 4 on the clock. Over Porzingis. He hits the back iron and sinks it. There's a minute 12 left to play in the fourth. And here's Doncic. The kick out to Brunson. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Bullock. From deep. No luck on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. And here's Crowder from the arc. Second chance shot. Again with the block.
Swatting shots away with ferocity.
He is not messing around in this one. Brunson against McGee. Somehow scores the layup in traffic. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Doncic against Booker. Doncic outside. And so the Mavericks take the win. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much. I'm here with Luka. And Luka, you got a tough win tonight. What are your initial thoughts on the performance?
You know, we got to win against a team that's very competitive. You know, they go hard no matter what. You know, they're a great team. And, you know, I'm just glad we got to win. And we got to keep going like that.
Victory tastes a little sweeter against an opponent like that. Thanks, Luka.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. So long, everyone.